Hello, and welcome to the CATS training video series. My name is Sam, and I'll be walking you through the software.
In this video, we'll go over how to navigate grids.
You'll find grids everywhere in CATS, so learning how to leverage their organizational power is key. It seems like a lot, so let's jump right in. When we refer to a grid in CATS, we are talking about lists of records with columns containing more information about those records. They're a lot like a spreadsheet. Columns and rows manage how you view data on grids. Rows allows you to control how many results you see per page on a grid. And columns allows you to adjust which fields you have the ability to view. You can edit what information they show by clicking here and using the drop-down menu, checking the box of whatever information you need, and then clicking Apply. You can add any field from any relevant record type, standard or custom, as a column on our grids. You can also rearrange the order of the columns in the drop-down menu. Simply click and drag to set the order, like this. You can also save custom layouts. If there's a particular set of information you'd like to see and want to quickly return to it later, you can click Columns and find Layouts here, near the bottom. You can then title a layout and save it. You can utilize filters to narrow what data a grid shows. By clicking the green plus, you are given various types of filters. These filters relate to certain fields in a record. Custom fields are included in these filters as well. Let's filter our candidates grid here, because right now, it's showing us all of the candidates we have in our database. Say we only want to view candidates in California. We can select the field, location, then use this drop-down to say Contains, and then type CA. When we click Apply Filters, CATS only shows records whose location is in California. Change Contains to Does Not Contain, and now CATS excludes all those records that contain California. You can save particular searches as well. Let's add a couple more filters first. You can click this here, type in a name for this search, and then click Save. Now when you want to go back to this search, you can find it easily. Furthermore, CATS grids are dynamic, meaning saved searches include new data you may have added after the fact. You can also take a number of actions from the grid. These actions are found at the bottom left corner, right here. When selecting an action, it will act on everything seen on the grid unless you select particular records by checking the boxes next to them. These actions will vary based on which record type you are displaying on your grid. For example, you may want to email a group of candidates, whereas you would want to publish a group of jobs. You can also search this grid, found here. This bar searches for data contained in whatever grid you're currently on. Right now, we're on the candidates page, so the grid will only search for candidates. To understand more how this search function works, let's open a preview of a record. By clicking the magnifying glass here, CATS will display all the information attached to that record. You can click through the tabs here to get any contact information, attachments, or view their resume. CATS can reference data within a resume, so you can search for particular qualifications or skills to find that perfect candidate. You can also utilize tags. Tags are another way of identifying specific information for a record by manually categorizing them. You can create them by clicking the Tags drop-down menu and clicking Manage Tags. You can add new categories in tags. Once a tag is saved, you can add them to records from the Actions drop-down. And that's how to navigate grids. Thanks for joining me. Click here to move on to the next video in the series, or click here if you're looking for something more specific. As always, you can call into CATS support. We're more than happy to answer any and all of your questions. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.